What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And tonight I'm going to talk about a couple of things dealing with the Philadelphia Eagles. Quarterback Jalen Hurts jersey sales go up 500% after his very impressive Week 1 performance. Former Eagle quarterback Donovan McNabb was very talks about how he was very impressed with Jalen Hurts' performance, and Fletcher Cox restructures his deal, which frees up $11.14 million in cap space, which now gives the Eagles the third most salary cap space in the NFL, only behind the Jaguars and Panthers. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, I'm going to have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. And whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you a Madden 22 player on Xbox One, I'm going to have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. I have a smoke detector that I'm having trouble getting up to get to. So y'all going to hear a beeping noise throughout this video. So I do apologize in advance about the beeping noise. Y'all just bear with me. First, on Jalen Hurts, man, jersey sales go up 500% after his his Week 1 performance, beating the Atlanta Falcons, and I'm not surprised. I was in attendance for this game, but anybody who watched this game could have seen that Jalen Hurts is not only, someone that, gives you some hope. He's someone that seems very easy to root for. I feel like the majority of the Eagles fan base, obviously you want him to succeed because he's your quarterback, but it's almost like you root for him kind of on a personal level. You like the guy that he is. You like all the things you hear about him in the locker room. Everybody appears to talk about how good of a teammate he is, how good of a leader he is, how humble he is, how he's constantly want to get better and accepts coaching and is just, wants to just continue to lead this team. And he's humble. Like, he doesn't get too high when things go well. He doesn't get too low when things go bad. And the performance that he had Week 1 was not only a performance that was good on a statistical level, but I felt like was good on a overall, made you feel like, okay, if you had any doubt about him potentially could be the face of this franchise, you felt a lot. Now, granted, it's one game this season, and the Atlanta Falcons are not a good team, especially defensively, but it at least gave you an indication that, you know what, he could be the franchise quarterback and somebody that I want to get behind, that I'm excited to watch lead this team. So I could see a lot of people saying to themselves, you know what, I want this guy's jersey. I want to wear his jersey, whether I'm watching the game at home or going to the game or whatever, or watching it out and about or whatever. I can see a lot of people have more belief in him now than they may have had before this particular game. So the jersey sales are not a surprise to me, but shout out to him for that. Also, Donovan McNabb, Eagles legend, obviously. Donovan, like I tell people, Dawkins ends up being my favorite Eagles player, but McNabb was the reason that I really started, became a big Eagles fan. And, one thing about McNabb, which me and I know a lot of people kind of got to give him a little bit of an apology. McNabb has been very critical in the past of Carson Wentz. And people, including myself at the time, took it as McNabb was hating on him. Like, yo, this was during Wentz MVP like season, like the Super Bowl year. And we looking at McNabb like, what is you talking about? Talking about, well, he don't do this, he don't do that, and he all right, but this, that, that. It's like, yo, bro, like, you clearly are hating on him. Like, you clearly are hating. You talking about he gotta win a certain amount of games, or he out of here and this and that and blah blah blah. And like I said, it just seems like he came across as a real hater of Carson Wentz. But to be honest with you, the way that things have played out with Carson Wentz tenure in Philadelphia, the way that it's kind of off to a little bit of a rocky start in Indianapolis as far as from a performance standpoint, the fact that he also it gets injured a lot, and he's been very positive when it comes to Jalen Hurts, it makes you feel like, okay, maybe by him being a quarterback for this franchise, the greatest franchise quarterback in the franchise history, as far as from a statistical standpoint, maybe he might know what he's talking about when it comes to the quarterback position, and especially the quarterback position for the Philadelphia Eagles. And like hearing what he said about Hurts, he talked about how he loves his poise. He loves, the way he commanded the offense, the way he took what the defense gave him, the way he continues to move the change. And it's just he's basically a rookie because it's just his fifth start. He barely started over a quarter of a season. So like to hear McNabb talk about Jalen Hurts in such a positive manner made me think, you know what, maybe he's not as much of a hater as we all thought he was. Maybe he just seen something in Wentz that we didn't see because we were blinded by the success that he was having, and we wasn't looking at all the mechanics and all the behind the scenes things that it takes to be a quarterback for a long, long time. So we gotta kind of, well, I guess we, but me, I gotta kind of tell McNabb, hey, my bad, bro. Like I really thought you was hating, man. I ain't lying. We was ready to run you out of Eagle Nation. And lastly, Fletcher Cox, all everything D tackle. Fletcher Cox restructures his contract, frees up another $11.14 million for the Eagles, which means the Eagles now have the third most salary cap space in the NFL. Look, let me tell y'all something. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, shout out to Fletcher Cox because, look, he didn't have to do that. Like, that's a lot of money he's like, you kind of leave. Now, granted, look, he's got paid a lot of money. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here like now he's gonna be broke and he's gonna be starving. He's made a lot of money. Okay, a whole ton of money, but he could have made even more. And for him to make this move to help out the franchise, it tells you a couple of things. One, it tells you about the type of leader he is on the field, how he just really loves this franchise and really wants to be a winner again. Another thing it tells you is that he's brought into the coaching staff. Like he's like, you know what? Let's get some more. Let me free up some more money. Let's pay some of the young players that are already here that's in need of a new contract. Let's free up money to wait just in case Howie decides at the deadline to add another player also. Where we could go out there, add another, somewhat big name player that may be on the market of a bad team that could actually come to this team and help contribute, similar to what we did Super Bowl year when we made the trade for Jay Ajayi from the Miami Dolphins and brought him in, and that eventually helped propel us to winning the Super Bowl. So that's a couple of things they tell you, and I tell you, like it is one game against a team that's not going to be good at all this year, but it did so much. It revived so much for I feel like not only for us as fans, but for the players in that locker room because they've been the ones busting their butt at training camp. They've been the ones in practices and going in the meeting rooms and film rooms and all that. And for them to see all that hard work play off to have a dominant performance like they had Sunday, I feel like especially these veterans, the Fletcher Cox, the Brandon Grahams, the Zach Ertz, the Lane Johnson, the Jason Kelseys, they all look at it and they like, you know what? We could make another run at this thing, if not this year, at least very soon. So let's do everything that we can to help the organization to put our foot forward to get to that point. So I'm excited, yo. I'm really, really excited about the future of this team. The team. I'm excited about the team now, but also the future because look, salary cap space next year to go sign a big name player or two, and potentially 3 first-round picks, yo. It's good times in Philly right now. I can't wait for the game Sunday to see us out there again. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I will have Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content Also share this video throughout the year. Also, this coming Saturday at 12 p.m. Central to 1 p.m. Central, I'm gonna do a live Q&A. Y'all come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live. Y'all should join me. It'll be some good stuff. Also, this coming Sunday from 10 a.m. Central to 12 p.m. Central, I'm gonna be co-host Big Time Sports Talk with Mike the Bandit. Y'all download the ESPN 1420 app and come listen to the radios, my weekly radio show every Sunday. Yo, come check it out. It's some good stuff. Until then, y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.